I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com on Wednesday, June 5th, and I wanted to get this out to you intraday. And I wanted to look at the VIX in a little different way. This is the S&P 500 short-term, the VIX on the short-term futures on the S&P 500. So if we look here and superimpose this VXX against the S&P 500, you can see that when the S&P 500 falls, the VIX rises. When it falls, VIX rises. When it falls, the VIX rises. Here, when it falls, VIX rises. And when it falls, the VIX rises. Same thing. When the S&P is strong, the VIX falls. When it's strong, it falls. You can see the point. Boom. It's strong this time, but what happened? The VIX kind of flattened out a bit. So what we're seeing here is a basing of the VIX right about the same time when the S&P looks like it's rolling over. It's already come down about 5% or so from the top. And members, I'm going into fib levels and all that. Bet you didn't know I looked at fibs, but I'm going into fib levels to see really, where this anticipated bounce would be. But for the time being, what I'm looking at is buying some of the VIX here. Here's support right down here. I mean, you look at this, and I just don't know how much lower this thing can go. So you look at buying the VIX as a hedge against the positions that you're holding, that you want to hold, but you really don't want to lose a lot of money on them if the S&P rolls over even further. So you hold on to those positions, knowing that if the market stays strong, you're not going to make money, or maybe not much money, but you're not going to make money on the VIX position, but you're going to wind up making money on the positions that you're still holding. On the other hand, if the market rolls over and those coveted positions of yours fall in price, you're going to make more money that that overcompensates for that on the VXX. I mean, as I do this video, it's up above 20 bucks here. Last time it was up above there just a couple days ago. Of course, it didn't work out too well. But since then, what do we have? We've got a couple higher lows. Higher low, higher low. So I like the idea that this is going to break out. I also like the idea that because of my thesis, I've got plenty of cash on the sidelines. I'm not going in hot and heavy on the market because the market's been pretty user-friendly, but it's not particularly user-friendly now. So the nice thing about trading is, you don't have a coach who, makes you get your helmet and run in the game. You can just play when you want to play. So maybe this is one of those times to kind of sit on the bench a little bit, or even go up in the stands and watch the cheerleaders while you're drinking a beer. That sounds pretty good to me. Okay, members, get over to the intraday strategy session. I'm talking about some overextended stocks and really how to be trading this anticipated bounce.